got this. We got this. We're live.
We're live now.
Live.
We're doing it? All right.
Yep.
Booby trap. Sparkling water booby trap. Boom. I bet.
This episode brought to you by Nixie.
Hey everybody, Tyler Florence here. Welcome to Wolf It Down Weekly Episode 2. We're here in the test kitchen in beautiful Northern California. We're in downtown Mill Valley. And we're excited to be with you yet another fabulous week. And we're going to talk about everything that's happening in the food world. We're going to talk about Matt's new soaking wet pants. My bad. Your new lime ginger soaking wet pants. My bad. They smell good. They smell. I just tossed you a sparkling beverage, and I apologize that it obviously... it's packing some fizz.
I should have waited.
They should have waited, man.
I was very anxious.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're thirsty. What can I say? We're so excited to be with you guys this week. Welcome to another amazing episode of Wolf It Down Weekly. We've got a fun episode stacked up for you this week with all kinds of cool stuff that's happening in the food world, in the world of social media. We're also going to do our taste tests, our burger taste test round 2. Right? Because last week we went Shake Shack versus In-N-Out Burger, but we went the special custom order. And Matt feels like he was cheated.
I never said that.
Matt feels like he was
Tyler
robbed.
Feels like he needs to put a pin in his In-N-Out. And, you know, it's the Tyler show, so Tyler needs to win.
No, that's not true in the slightest. But you did you not ask for a round 2?
I said we need to compare, like... You know, we were comparing your favorite burger, which is a customized burger from In-N-Out, versus my favorite burger, which was a customized burger from Shake Shack. Obviously, two different things.
Yeah, well, I mean...
They're both burgers, but
true.
they're different.
Yeah, but, in one, listen...
So now we're going to taste them... Sorry.
This is what we think is going to happen, all right? And we'll take it one step at a time. We'll figure it out, right? But last week we had Matt brought in his customized Shake Shack burger, right? And it was a double stack patty with cheese and Shack sauce and lettuce and bacon
and peppers
and cherry peppers, and it was very, very good. And I brought in my special order from In-N-Out Burger, which is a 3x3. Don't judge me. I'm feeling your judgy heat coming at me right now, but that's just the way I order a burger. It is what it is. 3x3, stacked up high. You watch it fly.
The guy likes his meat.
I like my meat, right? Times 3. I like my meat, right? So so we did this, and then it came in, and then we got a chance to test them both side by side, which is something that Matt and I have been talking about doing forever, because we're just on two separate sides of the camp. Not that we don't cross sides from time to time. Throw a leg over the fence, check out the Shake Shack. Throw a leg over the fence, check out the In-N-Out Burger. Mm-hmm. But last week I think we had determined that Shake Shack fries are better than In-N-Out fries. But then the burger I had selected was a little better. It was a little better.
You did have an extra burger on there.
It was a little better. I'm just gonna whisper it. It was a little better. But this week, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a blind taste test, right? Yep. So Amanda's gonna go in, and she's gonna grab 2 identical burgers. And did you even tell her what to get? Was it?
So she's gonna get a double from In-N-Out. No modifications to it. Just a plain double, which is a double cheeseburger. Double
trouble. Double the fun, double the trouble.
And then she's going to get a double Shack burger, which is essentially the same burger from Shake Shack, the equivalent.
Okay.
So we'll taste those side by side later in the episode.
Is this going to be a blind test?
I feel like we'd be able to taste the difference, or like I could pick out.
But wouldn't it be funny? I think it would be funny. Can we blindfold you?
Blindfold just me?
No, I'll blindfold both of us.
I feel like I've been in this situation before.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe but anyway, I got a blindfold. We'll figure out something to close your eyes with. But how about this? We'll do a blind taste test of both burgers, and then I think finally,
we'll put a pin in it.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yeah.
One burger will reign supreme. 2 burgers enter. 1 burger leaves.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
That's it, my friends. So that's kind of coming up a little later in the podcast. I'm super excited about that. And then something else happened this week. And I think it was it Sunday night or Monday night? There was this horrific cooking video that was going around on Twitter. And I think it was
you sent it to me on Sunday night.
So. Yes, it was Sunday night, right? The night of the Super Bowl, right? And a friend of mine had sent it to me, and then it was just like going all over, and I don't know like the internet wide, but it was definitely going all over Twitter. And it was this woman making a nacho cone. And can we just sit with this for a couple of seconds? I just want to revisit this. And then we thought it would be really interesting to kind of go back and take a look at all these like new TikTok
cooking
cooking videos that's been coming, kind of mainstream right now. And I think some of them are stupid. I'm just going to say it.
No,
right?
They call them like hacks, but they're actually literally just hacks.
Yeah, awful, but some are kind of like stupid genius, right? Mm-hmm. Some are pretty amazing. So the video of the tortilla where you cut the radius, not the diameter, but the radius. So it's like from the center to the edge, and then you kind of flip it over 3 times and you make this like trifold little quesadilla thing.
Yeah.
Genius.
It's like the Crunchwrap Supreme hack.
Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of amazing, right? But here, I'm gonna pull this up, and for the folks that are listening to the podcast, and I'm very excited. We just launched on iTunes. We're now on Spotify. We out here, folks. So wherever you're getting your podcast juice every week, wherever you get your juice from, we are going to be right there with you. But let me pull this video up, dude, and then let's just sit with it for a second because I just want to breathe this through. I got a chance to send it to you, but I didn't get a chance to like sit with it. And I just want to watch it with you, and then you and I can kind of do some color commentary, because I just thought this would be fun, because I think this is hands down gone a little too far.
All right, so she's...
Okay, we got some audio on this, or what?
They've spread out nacho cheese on top of a table. No plate.
And I had jalapenos for spice, really. And I put them kind of everywhere.
She's just
okay, so she's got a can of, stop for a second. She's got a can of nacho cheese sauce on the table, right? So to me, for a second, I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Is
that's that
countertop?
Okay, great. Yeah, exactly.
It's not even a plate or nothing. It's just.
This is straight on her, on her. What kind of surface is that? It's not marble, but it's like, what do you call that?
Like Corian.
Yeah, right. Straight on the countertop, people. So she's got a can of nacho cheese stuff, right, on the countertop, and then on top of that, hey, let's just go. Okay, so she's got what looks like tomatoes, shredded lettuce, some olives, and then some like cooked meat stuff on top of this, right?
Some jalapenos.
Jalapenos for spice. She likes her spice.
She's also got nacho cheese all over her hands, and she just opened that packet of taco seasoning with her teeth. So it's already like, I'm sure the health department's like cringing right now.
Right. I mean, whatever you do in the privacy of your own home, it's your own business. We're not going to judge you, but I mean, take a look at this monstrosity as it exists. So here's the deal. Right now, as this exists, I don't hate it, to be honest with you, right? So this could be kind of interesting from like a scoop standpoint. I wouldn't put it on the countertop like that, but if you put it on to, I don't know, like a sheet pan or a cookie sheet or something, right? Or at least a wooden cutting board of some kind of surface.
But isn't this just essentially like a 7-layer bean dip, but with nacho cheese?
Yeah, like deconstructed and smashed out like it got hit by a car. Okay, now she's dumping like taco seasoning over top of the whole thing. So there's not enough spice going on, so she's throwing some Bam on it. And now she's going a whole bag of cheese. From one end to the other, no bad bites. So this is where this falls off the rails for me.
Oh, yeah.
This is where this totally falls off the rails for me. So now, like, check it out. So she's literally scooping this up. She's playing Stone Cold Creamery.
I was going to say
See the.
Oh, nasty.
And this is awful. This is awful. But still, I mean, even at this point, I don't know. Like, has it crossed the line? I think it's definitely crossed the line at this point.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is really, really bad. But this is not the worst part of it. Just when you think it's awful.
Who cleans this up?
Well, somebody did. And maybe she just threw her pug on the counter. Whoa. Oh.
Oh my God.
And it's all over her hands and stuff like that. And okay, so I'm trying to figure out, because the way this was posted, there was no real description, but obviously that's like a flour tortilla wrapped around an aluminum foil ball and baked into a cone. Am I right?
Yeah, she's made some sort of like baking mold out of aluminum foil.
Yeah, but that's like a cone, and it's obviously burnt. So there's that.
Well, that beautiful. You gonna take your ice cream scooper?
What are you gonna do with an ice cream scooper?
He speaks.
Ask Steven Spielberg shooting this.
What are you gonna do with that?
What are you gonna do with an ice cream scoop? I'm gonna scoop this thing into my cone of shame, right?
Nacho.
Oh my God. And then she goes in for the obligatory yummy bite, and she's loving it. She's loving it. So this is what this new genre of like cooking videos has come to, right? It's like the wild, wild west. So there's lots of innovation. And here's the deal. Anybody who wants to put up, cooking videos that are, forward thinking and the next evolutionary branch of and all that kind of stuff, I think that's really kind of cool. And I think there's some entertainment value in this from just a shock value factor. Don't you think?
Totally. I mean, I watched the whole thing to kind of see where it was going to go.
I've watched it 20 times. So if she's looking for clickbait stuff, she wins.
She wins.
She wins. She wins the clickbait world.
It's shock value. But would Tolan ever make this?
No. So I sent it to her in the other room just so I could hear her gag
Cringe.
out loud and cringe. And I was just laughing so loud. She's like, what the F? Like, oh my God, this is awful. And then she started breaking it down one by one. And then she started talking about her nails. She started getting like, kind of girl nasty about it. But I thought that was funny, man. So anyway, so this one, this is what I would describe as a really awful, and we should coin these. They're not like TikTok cooking videos. We should come up with some kind of funny name for this.
Like hack hacks?
Hack hacks. Hack attack? Something. All right. Well, it'll
come up. It'll hit us.
It'll come to us. Okay, so that's a bad one. But then there's a really good one. So you sent me one, and I like this one a lot because you actually did it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This one, I sent you the link to the lady who kind of started it. This woman, Jenny Hayrenin.
Yeah.
I'm saying her name right. And it's unifeta pasta, where it's basically you just take like a pound, like a block of feta cheese, you put it in a baking dish, cover it in olive oil, some like cherry tomatoes, some garlic, salt and pepper. You throw it in the oven for like 30 minutes until the cheese gets all kind of like roasted, ooey gooey. The tomatoes break down in the olive oil. They kind of make their own sauce. And while that's baking, you bake a pot of pasta, strain it out. When it comes out of the oven, then you just dump the pasta in it, stir it all up, and the feta gets all creamy and gooey and kind of like mixed with the tomatoes, makes its own sauce. It's kind of this like one pot wonder thing, but it's super cheap to make. You don't need very many ingredients, and it fed my whole family. My kids loved it. My wife loved it. It was really good. Yeah,
it was really good, right?
It was really good.
So now this is great, but there's obviously there's a sound like thought path that she's putting together with this particular recipe versus Nacho Lady, right? That was just sort of going off the rails, right? Mm-hmm. So this to me is a really good version of these sort of like, Instagram, TikTok reel videos that are kind of going crazy right now because everyone made this. And this, to me, I'm super jealous of this kind of like viral recipe creation, because this is the type of stuff that sets the world on fire, right? Yeah. Like simple, genius cooking, right? You come up with one or two simple things or a new way to do your favorite thing that everyone's going to fall in love with. And I think this is really kind of interesting. So let's watch this one too. It's about it's about 8 minutes. So we'll kind of cut it down a little bit, but we'll kind of get to the point.
The way I found out about this is I came across Ellen Bennett from Headley and Bennett.
Yeah.
She did a rendition on her reels
Right. And so that's the first time I saw it too, right?
Yeah, I saw it there, and then I kind of
Yeah.
did some digging because she gave this lady credit. But yeah, I just watched it. I was like, wow, that's simple. Looks like something my kids would eat.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to scrub through this, right? So, okay. So she's got chili pepper. The cherry tomatoes are going to go in. All right. Then the block of feta cheese. Then she's going to strip the chili, right? And the chili's going to get cut up. Then the olive oil. And then what? And then you bake it at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And then the idea the feta cheese is going to start to melt and the tomatoes are going to start to sauce, right? At the high heat, right? And then she's got some garlic. She's got some fresh basil. So this would almost be like a really nice sort of fondue dip thing too, right? Can you kind of make this? You could do this with brie. That would be really interesting because we do a version of this too, but never really kind of intended for a pasta sauce. But there's no reason you couldn't do this because our baked brie with tomato chili jam is kind of in the same vein.
Yeah,
that's really interesting, right? And then she cooks the pasta. Okay, so the dish is out of the oven now, right? And then you smash up the feta cheese with the chilies and the tomatoes, yada yada. It kind of makes this creamy sauce, and then you throw in the basil, right? And then you toss in the pasta, and then you got something really kind of interesting. So this one set the world on fire. I thought this was really kind of interesting last week, and maybe it's been going on for a couple of weeks, but this one is genius.
That's really good.
Taco lady, not so much.
Still got the views though.
Not so much, right? All right, cool. So those are those two, right? And did Amanda send in one or what?
Don't you want to differentiate between ones that are made intentionally as a joke or ones that are made seriously? Like this lady seems serious with the first one.
No, I don't think she's joking. I don't think she's joking the slightest. Okay, so hang on. Let me go back to another one. No, that woman was definitely not joking. For sure. It wasn't like a gag, gross out video. And there's plenty of those out there too. But have you seen that one? Like that one that you and I are sitting around. Like the guy makes chicken, but he kind of kicks it all over the floor and he slaps it. And like that's really fun.
How to make chicken nuggets.
Yeah, and who were the guys a couple of years ago that were doing like bacon on bacon on bacon? What those kind of like?
Oh yeah.
What was that? Like that was a big YouTube sensation.
Yeah.
What was it? Why am I blanking on that?
I am too. The guys who would make they'd take 85 McDonald's burgers and wrap it in tortilla
and make a lasagna out of it.
Like
that's a joke, and it's really funny because they just wouldn't stop. They would just go on and on and on, right? Okay, so let me look up this other one too because I think I texted it to myself.
The rice one?
No. This one.
The Cheeto.
The Cheeto one. Where did I do? I thought I just texted it to myself. Or did I text it to you? Yeah, here you go. Okay, so this one was on Twitter, or at least I found it on Twitter anyway, right? Okay.
All right, so this lady's dumping Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos into a pot.
Yeah. Okay, so she's got a pot.
Water.
She's got a whole bag of flaming hot Cheetos into a pot of water.
So she's got some Blue Box mac and cheese.
Okay, so boom, here we go. So now, what is a Cheeto, right? Is it just puffed corn? I know there's probably more into the process than that, but it's a corn-based like dough that gets extracted at a high velocity out of an extruder where it gets puffed with air. It's not fried, right? It's like hot baked but extruded at the same time.
I believe so, yeah. Like puffed rice.
Like puffed rice, and it's corn Cheetos. Am I right? It's got to be corn, right? Okay, so what she's doing now is she's like boiling the Cheetos, which I've never heard of in my entire life. Amanda's walking in. It's almost burger time. It's almost burger time. It's almost burger time. Amanda Gold is here.
Oh, and she brought shakes.
And she brought some shakes.
Perfect for Nick's diet.
Love that. All right, cool. So let's finish this up. Okay, so she takes the cheese sauce and then she dumps it into she dumps it into this Cheeto soup and gives it a good stir. So there's starches inside that powder too, right?
Yeah.
So now the water and the mushy Cheeto mash plus the starch is, and I don't know exactly what kind of starch. We're getting a little inside bait. We're talking sausage making here at this point, right? But there's definitely some sort of starch inside,
like binders and stuff.
Yeah, binder. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you? You've got your own microphone this week. Amanda's got her own microphone, so we can hear you. So, Amanda, and we're on video number 3 of this week's sort of like
on Dayglow mac and cheese.
Dayglow mac and cheese. All right. So now she gives it a stir, and then she technically follows the recipe for this box macaroni and cheese, which I don't hate. My daughter loves it, right? And then she stirs in this Cheeto mix. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that!
It's
okay,
like neon.
It's neon red, man.
Oh.
But like, would you eat that? Would you try it, or would you eat it? Because this woman,
I don't think I would make it. If someone made it, I would taste it.
Yeah,
but this wouldn't be like a Tuesday night dinner at my house.
Oh, for sure, no. But
like 18-year-old me would have crushed this.
Yeah, like. Okay, so share this hot idea for macaroni and cheese. Like, to me, like
mac and Cheetos.
Mac and Cheetos. See, I don't hate this idea.
Don't get me wrong. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So what's so wrong, other than it's just sort of very unorthodox, right? But,
I like the science. I like the thought behind it.
Raisins are just dehydrated grapes that someone found in a field, right? Like, oh wow, these are pretty cool too. So like, I don't hate this innovation thing. I think it's really kind of cool, man. David Chang, in one of his early, and I don't even remember what this was.
Of a chef, when he did the gnocchi out of the ramen noodles, top ramen noodles.
This is why I love you, brother. So you and I have one brain.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between David Chang making gnocchi out of top ramen, basically just like dime store top ramen, and this woman making macaroni and cheese out of Cheetos? What's the diff? David Chang does it and it's brilliant, and this woman does it and she gets a lot of flack on social media. I'm
not saying it's not brilliant. Like the thought of like boiling down Cheetos to make a sauce out of something is cool. It just, the look of it doesn't look that appealing to me.
David Chang poached them. He toasted them in melted butter. He put some herbs on top of it. Made it look like French
chef pasta dish. Yeah,
like gnocchi style, French gnocchi, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Mac and Cheetos.
Mac and Cheetos.
Mac and Cheetos is a good name.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. See, Mac and Cheetos is a very, very catchy title because I'm a brand guy, right? You know what I mean? I love brands, right? So Mac and Cheetos is fire. I think that is such a super catchy idea. This one's on the verge because Amanda, we had taken a look at Taco Cone Lady,
yep,
who mashed up so many different genres.
Did we decide that was disgusting?
We decided that was it violated so many health code.
It was just dirty.
It was dirty with your hands and getting them mashed up in there. It was just, I wouldn't recommend that one. But then we watched the feta pasta that was set the world on fire this past week, and you made that too, or what?
I have not made the feta pasta yet. I did make something else that I brought with me. I don't know if
and you made it too. And so have you got some videos to take a look at, or what? Did you send some videos?
I sent some videos.
Will you text it to me? You have them? Text it to me real fast, and because we have a system that we just came up with, no joke, 3 minutes before we went live.
How was your Super Bowl? What'd you do?
Well, so I went up to Lake Tahoe Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that's right.
To go shoot with Food Network because we had a couple of pickups. Food Network, Great Food Truck Race, season 14, coming to Food Network and Discovery Plus on March 7th. Set your calendar, set your DVR. This is hands down the best season we have ever shot. And dude, you were on the road with me for a month when we were doing it. It was the adventure of a lifetime. It was super cool.
Very fun.
Super cold, kind of dangerous. I mean, it was.
Where were you?
We were, what do you mean, where were we? You were there the whole time. What do you mean, where were we? You know where we were. Alaska.
I always said my favorite thing was when we were on a conference call, and I think you told someone that you'd been there for 5 weeks, and Donna was like, "It's been 17 days."
Same shit. you get up there and time just stands still. I don't know how long I'd been up there. Like it felt like I'd been up there for a very, very long time. But I was up there for a month felt like a month and a week. I think I was up there in total 5 weeks total.
Yeah.
Because I was up there, I think another 8 days after you guys had left, right? But it was amazing, man. So we had so much fun doing that. But I don't even know why we got off topic. Why we started talking about Alaska?
Oh, I was just gonna. There it is again.
Alaska. Oh, I can't hear the sound effects, man. I can't hear the sound.
I was bringing up Super Bowl to see if you got a chance to watch any of the advertisements.
I did. I did watch the Super Bowl, and I because normally because I'm not a big football guy. I'm a big basketball guy. Love basketball. Love the NBA. Love Major League Baseball. Big baseball guy. Kind of get into soccer a little bit. And you're a big soccer fan too, right?
Big soccer fan, yeah.
Big, huge soccer fan. But football, I was a big football fan when I was a kid. And then for some crazy reason, I don't know, I just kind of faded out on it a little bit. But I like the cultural significance of the Super Bowl because it's just something, it's a shared experience that everybody in the country does.
Yeah.
Right? And
few of those nowadays.
Right. Well, it did have the lowest ratings of any Super Bowl, I think, since like 2007. So not that many people watched it. But I don't know what it was. But Tom Brady just crushed. I mean, it was just so amazing. Like him or not like him, because I think he's definitely sort of a polarizing figure. I don't know why necessarily, but he's just sort of a. Am I right? Would Tom Brady be polarizing?
He's a massive Trump supporter.
He and to me,
I think that makes him polarizing.
And to me, I don't hate the guy because whatever politics he follows, because it doesn't, it doesn't, my son still comes up every day and it doesn't bother me. Everybody can think the way they want to think, but the man is the GOAT, right? 43 years old, his seventh Super Bowl, right?
Championship.
Seventh Super Bowl championship. So
10 Super Bowls
10
total?
Super Bowls, 10 Super Bowls, 7 championships. Thank you so much for correcting my stats because I was about to blow that. So anyway, but I was up there at a lovely hotel up in Tahoe watching the game and tweeting up a storm. I felt that was so great because everybody was talking about the commercials.
So we touched on it last week, this Uber Eats, like the @pizza thing. And then there was the commercial with Cardi B and Wayne's World.
Yes, that was great.
But I wanted to talk to you about this @pizza thing and what your thoughts were on it. So Uber Eats has started this this Eat Local campaign where they're going to do this @pizza where certain pizza joints, like neighborhood restaurants, like the Domino's and the Pizza Huts of the world are excluded from this, where you can go and you go to this app and you order pizza and it comes white labeled box from a local pizza joint. Right.
But you don't pick.
You don't pick. So that's the thing is
so you're ordering from Uber Eats, but you're ordering Uber Eats pizza basically.
Yeah. So it's a white label pizza and you're supporting a local company, but you don't know which one.
And you know what's going to turn, what that's going to turn into? Whichever pizza place wants to pay for that.
Exactly.
Right. So
I don't know if I'm on board with it because also there's this inconsistency thing.
One per neighborhood that they're whichever one is in first, that's
whichever one in the neighborhood wants to pay for that position.
Yeah.
Right. And take a smaller margin on that pizza will be Uber Eats pizza.
But I feel if you wanted to actually support local businesses, you just order directly from the pizza joint you like. That's local.
Yeah. Right. And
it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. And this is the thing about it, right? I mean, the world of convenience, somebody pays for that, right? And ultimately the restaurants are going to, start being fleeced one at a time. And I don't know if I really want to get into all that. I mean, because it sometimes it kind of makes me a little bit mad, but the commercial was fantastic. I love the fact that they use Wayne's World. I mean, just because I'm an ad guy. My dad had an advertising agency when I was growing up, so I spent kind of most of my youth listening to a bunch of ad pitches and all that kind of stuff. So I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I thought the commercial was really great.
Yeah.
I thought the commercial was super fun. And you know what commercial I really really loved a lot, and you guys are gonna laugh at me because we talked about this forever, but the Bruce Springsteen Jeep commercial, Meet in the Middle.
It was a good commercial, yeah.
Come on, man. Was that did he just not read the room of the country right? I thought that was just so spot on.
He's the
I love
boss.
that. He is the boss, man.
The new Alexa one was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Where the girl's envisioning Alexa, the voice of Alexa as Michael B. Jordan.
And
her husband's like, no, Alexa, turn the lights back on.
Alexa, turn the lights off. Okay, so let's get back to some of these videos because Amanda, I'm sure you got some doozies. Okay, so which one do you want to look at first? You want to look at, and you guys are looking at all my text threads here with all my people. Do you want to look at the pie first or no?
Yeah, go for the pie.
Go for the pie. Okay, this is on TikTok. Oh, tell me I got to sign in for this TikTok thing. Tell me I don't have to. Okay, here we go.
Sprite in a pie shell.
Sprite in a pie shell. Okay. So Sprite and sugar. What is that? What's the next thing here?
It's a Sprite pie. It's called a Sprite pie.
Okay. So what's the
what is that?
What's going on now? Is that
stuff?
sugar?
So that's sugar.
Okay.
And you're told not to mix it in, but it kind of makes it foam when you do
Okay.
that. That's shredded butter.
Okay. Turn the volume up on me.
Hit the unmute on the bottom of the TikTok.
Oh, my bad. You want? Let's start this over. You want to start it over?
Yeah.
Let's start over.
Talk to this, but you're supposed
All right, let's start over.
Okay. We're gonna try the Sprite pie, so just dump a can of Sprite in there. Now we're gonna add a cup of sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour, and evenly.
Okay, so it's flour and sugar mixed
Okay,
together.
there's the binder.
Okay,
All right.
fine. Okay, good.
And apparently you're not supposed to mix this up. Looks interesting. We'll see what happens. If that's done, you're supposed to add grated butter on top.
I like how she says you're supposed to.
Well, she's not totally feeling it.
And, yeah, she's not sure. She's not really confident.
Guys, I'm trying to make this even. This might be an epic fail video. We will see.
Pretty ring.
Yeah, TikTok did this, but you're supposed to put it in the oven at 400 for 30 minutes, then decrease it to 375 for another 30. So wish us luck. He's in.
Womp 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 womp. Womp.
Is it vanilla?
Okay, still loose, really loose pie.
Okay, we're cutting it.
Oh,
Very loose.
Tastes like sugar and bread.
Tastes like sugar and bread. Tastes like sugar and bread. Shut my mouth. Oh my God. Yes, I think this is
So what do we think
this is
about this one?
I think this is disgusting. I think this is
Disgusting, right?
disgusting.
Yeah.
But how many views is it? It's got like 100 million views, something crazy like that.
What's is the title of this? Dinos, Sloths, and Tiger King?
I don't know what we're looking at. So, okay, so Sprite pie. I think that's a fail. I think that's just
There was a lot of Sprite pie.
that's been
TikTok.
a lot of Sprite pies.
Sprite
And so
pie.
this is the kind of thing my daughter would like, "Hey dad, can we make a Sprite pie?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Right. It's an experiment.
It's an experiment.
Yes.
Right. But here's the deal. I think thank you for that. That was a really good one. I think
We're gonna try the Sprite pie.
okay, thank you. Thank you for Sprite Pie. I think success is built upon the pillar of failures, right? So I think you start off with some wacky, whacked-ass concept, and then, but the idea behind that idea, or 2 ideas behind that idea, could be genius, right? So could you take Sprite and make it gel, right? Of course you could, right? So you could pre-bake the shell, right? Let's fix this Sprite Pie for, shall we? So you take the shell, you blind bake it, right? You turn this into potentially a no-baked pie, right? Why is Donna calling me in the middle of a? She knows better.
We just make a custard. Or
You make
make
a-
a curd.
you make a curd
out of Sprite.
You make a curd out
and
of
then fill
Sprite.
the pie with that.
Yeah, exactly, right. So you would potentially take the Sprite, and then you would add a gelatin to it, right?
No, not necessarily. You could just mix it with egg yolks, some cornstarch, some
Right. To me, it needs eggs.
sugar.
It needs
in
eggs.
some capacity.
So,
Yeah.
so you could take the Sprite filling and almost kind of turn it into the consistency of, say, pecan pie.
Right.
Or like a lemon custard pie.
Or
Right,
lemon
like a
curd
custard.
pie.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is like
Right.
a Sprite custard.
Sure, sure. So we could fix this. We could turn this into something that's actually savable. So this is what I'm saying. So the idea behind the
might still be really sweet.
right,
but
and hey Sprite, if you want to sponsor next week's cookie video, where we make a Sprite pie and we make it the right way, I think it'd be great. Okay, so let's watch this next one, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll kind of come back with our super duper yummy awesome battle of the ages, the Shake Shack versus In-N-Out Burger round 2. Let's watch this last video.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Milk, flour.
It's self-rising flour.
Okay.
So it's like an ice cream birthday cake?
It's ice cream bread. That's it. That's the whole show.
That's it.
That's it.
So,
I don't
okay,
hate
so
it. I
I don't
feel
hate
like
this either because fat is fat, right? Fat's fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't hate this. So one of my favorite biscuit recipes of all time.
You've made it.
Ice cream bread.
You made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it good?
dope. Oh, fantastic. You
Yeah.
brought it in. You like it. You don't like it. It's interesting.
It's a touch dry, but I don't hate it. Like
Yeah.
if I were doing it myself, I would probably put a little less flour in.
So
What-
were you
what kind of ice
were you
cream?
hang on? Were you like scrolling through TikTok or was this Leo's thing?
I always scroll through Leo's TikTok.
Through Leo's but Leo is like,
I
"Hey
don't
mom,
have
we
my own
got to."
account,
But Leo says, "Mom, we got to make this."
but let me be clear that I'm on TikTok more than I'm on Instagram these days.
Interesting.
And I'm a big fan of TikTok recipes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this is kind of cool, man. All right, so one of my favorite biscuit recipes of all time is white lily, self-rising flour, and heavy cream. Boom, right? Because the flour itself already has the chemical makeup to make something,
all the leavening it needs.
all the leavening agent, ratio-wise, cup for cup, right, to turn out consistently interesting, right?
Yep.
And so and this was Donald Berkman's recipe when I was working at Magnolia's in Charleston, and it was really, really good. Heavy cream, because fat is fat, right? And white lily self-rising flour. So there's no sugar. Did you put sugar in this, or is it sugar from the ice cream? Sugar in the ice cream.
Eggs in the ice cream.
All right, so let's give us a quick taste. Bring it on up. Bring it on up, Amanda. Let's we're gonna flash to our new cam we got here, right? This is gonna be our pretty cam. Our hero cam.
If you added a touch of like canola oil to it or vegetable oil,
Or an egg.
help with the moisture.
Or an egg, right?
Well, it's got eggs in the ice cream. I'm just saying help with the moisture. Then it's not a protein, right? It's a fat. So you keep like canola oil, vegetable oil, and like baked products like brownies and cupcakes and things like that always help keep it super moist. But also I would say the brand of ice cream you get, like gelato versus like dryers, right?
Can you get mommy?
The fat content's going to be richer. There's less air incorporated. So all those kind of things would factor, I would see, into how this recipe could change.
Yeah, I use Haagen-Dazs.
All right, you use Haagen-Dazs. All right, now let's take a look at this, right? Nick's going to come over and zoom in. We've got so many cameras set up in our studio. It is a hazard. All right, look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a quick little spin. So it's got the sprinkles on top, right? Now, is there...
You can do anything you want. So like I could have used chocolate ice cream. I could use strawberry ice cream. I could do some mix-ins, put some
Yep.
Oreos in there, sprinkle
Right.
Oreos on top.
Right.
I just chose to
Use
go
ice
birthday
cream
cake
sandwiches.
Oh, all right.
Style.
So
My kids like to use sprinkles. Yeah.
check it out. I'm giving this really kind of slow, sexy
I
spin.
feel like this is something my 4-year-old would totally love to make with me.
It's
Right.
fast because all
Yeah.
they have to do is stir.
All right, cool. Okay, so
And it's fun to
can we?
bounce
You
around with
guys
ice
want to try it at the same time? Grab a nibble, and this is called ice cream bread. Okay.
Ice cream bread.
Alaska.
Not as dry today. A little like
This is like ASMR.
Yeah, it's not bad. Cakey.
What's that starchy feeling in the mouth? You get that on the palate? It's very starchy.
it's floury.
I think it's just it's
It's
super
flour.
It's floury.
very floury.
But could we take the same recipe and make it extraordinary? We could.
Totally.
Totally.
It's a really good idea.
It's a really good idea. So this is my point of all these wacko, crazy, fun, legitimate, real discoveries. Keep on keeping on, right? Put it up there if you if it's wacky or not, because sometimes the idea behind the idea, I think, is really, really interesting. I think ice cream cake or ice cream bread. I would call this cake before I'd call it bread. Would you call it bread?
Yeah, I mean,
If you're putting sprinkles on it, it's
Cake. Right, it's cake.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not super sweet.
It's not.
It's not.
I would definitely add some sugar to this and mess with the recipe, but I think it's really good. Anyway,
Make French toast with it.
make French toast. I think it'd be really nice.
There you go.
All right, so I've got this ice cream bread in my mouth. So keep on keeping on. I think that's the message, right? Sometimes these things are like, oh my God, what are you thinking? But then, hey, all these great recipes started with somebody just goofing off in the kitchen.
Totally. Like, keep throwing them up. And
Yeah.
I mean, even the fails are funny to watch.
And that's, I think, the point of this stuff. So humor
it's
me.
all entertaining.
Yeah, humor me, because you know I'm going to get a good laugh out of all this stuff, and I think it's really, really funny. I think it's great, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks so much for listening to Wolf It Down Weekly, and we will be right back with the second round of the In-N-Out versus Shake Shack burger. Stay tuned.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wolf It Down Weekly. It is time for our taste test, and we have some unfinished business from last week.
Burger Battle Royale.
Burger Battle Royale, right? So just to catch everybody up from last week, right? So Matt and I have had this ongoing discussion for quite some time. It feels like a couple of years now, like who has a better burger in between In-N-Out and Shake Shack. And last week's challenge was the off-the-menu especial order, the ultimate burger. You go in, order your super duper supreme thing. I did mine, and then we had a taste challenge. I feel like I won a little bit, but Matt wanted to refine the challenge and go head for head. So now, week number 2, In-N-Out versus Shake Shack, we are going to go identical burgers, and I don't even know what it is. So Amanda, our producer, went and ordered 2 identical burgers. Amanda, what'd you get?
I got double doubles.
Okay, so we got exact double doubles.
Double cheeseburgers.
Ooh,
No,
look at that.
no modifications.
No modifications.
Exactly how they're listed on the menu.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. And to make this even more interesting, we're going to do it blindfolded, right? So we're going to do a blind taste test, a blind taste challenge between Matt's double Shake Shack and my double In-N-Out. And I think this is going to be great. And I am prepared to move forward.
Good.
Put on your blindfolds.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm dropping the plates.
All right, no peeking, dude.
I can't see. I'm surprised this even goes around the headphones.
All right, boom. All right, you got this? All right, I can hear. All right, I got the microphone. I got a space right here. Okay, so I literally can't see anything.
We're going to play Guess What's in My Mouth.
Guess what? Okay, so I'm feeling both the burgers right now, right?
All right. Grabbing one.
But, feeling both of the burgers, honestly, I don't know which one's which. If you had to kind of grab, right? Although I feel this one's got some lettuce on it, right? This feels a little more Shake Shacky.
This one feels a little more squished than the other
They
one.
both have lettuce on them.
They both have lettuce. Okay, all right, cool. All right. So I don't even know which one I'm going to go for first.
I'm going for the one with my hands
Yo,
on.
what about that funny Zoom meeting from that lawyer guy with the cat filter? Was that just, did that not, I laughed about that for an hour.
I'm not a cat.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Like, I am not a cat. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. I'm here with my assistant, and we are prepared to move forward. All right, here we go. Okay. So I think this is the Shake Shack burger because the caramelization of the patty.
Yep. I think I got Shake Shack burger first. Also, there was no onions on that, which makes me think it's Shake Shack burger.
Mm-hmm. Really, really nice. Good cheese. Nice cheese melt. I feel like there's a little crispiness from the lettuce, right?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. I told In-N-Out not to put onions on because I wanted them to be as even as possible.
Oh.
Okay. I like that.
I was wondering if that was going to deter Tyler because I know his
I felt like that wasn't going to be fair in a blind test.
I like cooked onion. Kind of a napkin. I feel like last week I did half the segment with like Shack sauce on my fish. Oh, thank you. This is fun. Okay, so that's burger 1. All right, and I'm going burger number 2. Ready to go burger number 2?
I just took a bite of it.
Okay.
I think that was definitely the In-N-Out one. All I taste is tomato, though. Just got a big bite of tomato.
This is kind of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie.
This is In-N-Out all day long. I don't know what it tastes like. beefiness, but not like overpowering. Nice cheese, nice soft bun, crispy lettuce, tomato. There's tomato in this too, right? Tomato.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, both have lettuce, tomato, whatever sauce they use.
I feel like the In-N-Out one is too much produce.
Too much produce. What are you talking about?
It's a lot of lettuce.
It's a lot of lettuce.
Well, I mean, so if you just had to feel these things, right? If you were just hungry, this one from Shake Shack feels a little smashed up, and this one feels like, thick. THICC thick. Am I right?
Feels like loaded.
Are you
with-
arguing that In-N-Out is a bigger burger?
I don't think In-N-Out's a bigger burger, right? Than Shake Shack. I don't know.
Well, if you put a mound of lettuce
Did we get it
on
right?
it's going to be.
Yeah, you got it right.
Amanda got it. Okay, we got it right. Okay, good. Okay. So, what's what? Okay, so Matt. So we tasted. So last week's challenge, we tasted them. What would be our sort of dream burger from both places, and now we're tasting these sort of like, independently, apples for apples, double burger for double burger. Can we take our blindfold off now?
Yeah.
All right, go. All right.
Oh, no.
There you go. There you are.
Yeah.
Hey, man. All right. So, so what do we got? What do we got? And Amanda, do you want to be the vote that throws it over the edge? Because I think you've got an opinion on all this too, right?
I do have an opinion.
Okay.
Here's all I need to say. I'm the one who picked up these burgers. I ran the errands.
Mm-hmm.
I also felt like I wanted myself some lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think I got it from?
I don't know. Where'd you go?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Oh.
Shake Shack, always Shake Shack.
All right. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I like the In-N-Out burger from last week more than this one. I thought...
And I'm going to be honest with you. I like this week's Shake Shack burger
Better
more
than
than I like
last
last week's. Right?
So you like the OGs? Oh no.
So what we got,
You
Genghis?
like
I liked
He likes the OG.
his customized burger,
Right.
but I just thought not necessarily based on the cook. I thought it was cooked better last week and like kind of juicier than this one.
last week there was an extra patty on his.
Yeah, true.
And there were sautéed onions, which like that changes the makeup of the burger.
Sure, totally. Yep. If I had to pick between, if I wanted to eat another one of which one,
Yeah.
I would pick the Shake Shack one.
What about you? You already picked.
I'm Shake Shack.
You're Shake Shack all day?
By the way, I had an In-N-Out burger yesterday.
Right.
So you
So
want
what
to
do
know
you-
what I like best about the In-N-Out burger?
What?
The lettuce. THICC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thick lettuce.
I stopped and got In-N-Out over the weekend. We had to drive out to Sonoma, and the way I order my In-N-Out burger, I get a double animal style, no lettuce, no tomatoes. Add peppers.
I get I'll either get a double with cheese and cooked onions or a 3x3 if I'm really hungry, right? Because sometimes like a regular cheeseburger, I'll snarf that down like it's a Scooby snack. Snarf it down, right? and then I'm so I'm a big boy, right? So but the 3x3 to me, like I feel like it's like a meal, right? And I'll usually get it protein style wrapped in lettuce, which I think is really, really nice because I like that. I'm just trying to fool myself that I'm picking the healthier route out of all that
feel like
stuff.
you're being healthy.
No bun. I'm gonna get a 3x3 with extra
with
cheese
chocolate shake, please.
and wash it down with the chocolate shake. I think it's great. Okay, so I think we're still sort of up in the air and all this stuff, right? Like I don't know, right? I mean, obviously, okay. So
it's
here's
2 against 1 in here.
it's
but-
2 against 1 here. And Nick, did you want to weigh on this, bro? Or I didn't talk to you at all about this. Nick's our producer.
I've never had Shake Shack.
What?
Are we 2 for 2?
Nick, there's a burger right there.
Are we 2 for 2 weeks? So now this is really interesting, right? So Nick, are you saying if I'm reading between the lines, bro, and I might be reading between the lines, that you're in and out all day?
Well, I've never had Shake Shack.
So we're 2 for 2.
DQ.
We're 2 for 2, man. It is a tie.
I can't.
What's your favorite burger, Nick?
Super duper.
Super duper burger. Oh, so you're not even in this.
Super Duper is way more like Shake Shack. Just saying.
Super
Like,
Duper burger.
Based on that, I'm going that Nick's a
And
Shake Shack
and
fan.
just looking at the pictures of the spinning plate.
Can we go back to the
Which-
shot of the spinning plate?
which one looks
look at that.
juicier?
I mean, look at the melted cheese on Shake Shack.
That just looks juicy.
Okay, so what do we? Yeah, but I think you did that on purpose.
No,
food stylist. I car carrying food stylist.
Spraying some oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brushed it with a little glycerin.
All right.
Nick, don't eat that burger. It's not real.
Shaving cream. So what do we got? So in this room, Shake Shack wins the battle, right? I'm just getting outvoted. But you guys let me know down in the comments, right? If you're in the Shake Shack camp, cool. If you're in the In-N-Out Cool Kids Club like me, let me know down in the comments. Or if there's a great burger concept anywhere out there in America that you just want to share some love with and let other people know about, put it up in the comments. I think what this podcast is all about. It's just a silly good time in the kitchen. And I had a lot of fun with you guys this week. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go? Or what?
There was a couple other things, but we don't have to dive into them.
We could dive. We'll bring it up, bro.
Well, there was, Taco Bell has a new seasonal.
Has a new seasoning?
Seasonal.
A seasonal. What is
all-purpose seasoning?
Like an all, like dump it on anything you want.
Taco Bell has, so I can only imagine that's going to be sort of a paprika, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, MSG mix. I
maybe
taco powder.
I don't know. I want to try it. I feel like this is.
I think we need to go find. I think we need to find it.
We need to find it and then
have a taste off next week.
Taste off with that.
Okay, so next week, if we can find it, our taste test will be Taco Bell's new season all, not seasoning, but season all.
Yeah, and I'll come up with some ideas. I'll shoot them to you over text of some fun things that we can season all with, like. We'll dump it on a steak. We'll dump it on some popcorn. We'll dump it on some fries.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
Dump it on a taco.
Listen,
dump it on a taco.
I will season all anywhere, anytime with you guys. It's always a good time. Listen, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us in our test kitchen for another fantastic podcast of Wolf It Down Weekly. We are coming at you every single week. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram television. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, comment, share. You know what to do. And on Instagram, also give us some love too. Nick Congello is our producer, and also I want to thank Don Miggs and Hold Damn Mess for our original soundtrack for our Wolf It Down Weekly. And I'm Tyler Florence, your host with the most, and I'll see you guys next week right here, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks a lot.